Stay right behind me because I will run up fast.
I would be right behind you.
Good afternoon, everybody. Are you guys there? I said good afternoon, everybody. That's a little better. Can you guys do better than that? I said good afternoon, everybody. All right, okay. All right, guys, my name is Dexter Osborne. Over there is my assistant, Megan. And, of course, the star, Tonk here. Now, first, I'm going to start off. I'm going to tell you guys a little bit about Tonk. And then after that, I'm going to go ahead and hand the mic over to Megan, and she's going to talk to you guys about bear safety and give you guys a lecture for a little bit while I play with Tonk here. Guys, Tonk here is a 5-year-old Alaskan grizzly bear. I've had Tonk here ever since he was 6 weeks old. When I first got him, he actually fit in a shoebox. Now, he's 5 years old, weighs over 500 pounds, and when he stands up on his hind legs, he's standing over 7 foot tall. When he gets full grown, at the age of anywhere from about 7 to 10 years, all depending on the individual, he can stand as tall as 10 foot. That's as tall as this cage here, and weigh over 1,000 pounds. At this time, guys, I'm going to go ahead and turn the mic over to Megan here, and she's going to talk to you guys a little bit while I play with Tonk here, and he's going to go ahead and demonstrate a couple of his natural behaviors. Folks, I'm not here to make Tonk do anything he doesn't want to do. If he doesn't want to do something, he's a 600-pound grizzly bear. I'm not about to make him do it, okay? All right, guys, I'm going to turn the mic over to Meg. If y'all can give her your attention, I'd greatly appreciate it. Thank you.
How are you all doing? As Dexter said, my name is Megan, and I'm going to talk to you a little about bear safety today while Dexter plays around with Tonk a little bit. And feel free at any time to give them both a round of applause. They both love the encouragement. Now, the most important thing to remember about all wildlife safety is to always keep your distance and to never feed the animals in the wild, especially bears. Bears quickly associate people with food, which then attracts them into towns and roads and puts both people and bears in danger. Bears that have been known to associate people with food are known as nuisance bears, and those usually end up having to be destroyed. So always remember that giving food to or approaching any wild animals interferes with their natural activities and is the leading cause of conflicts which results in serious injury or death to both people and animals. Now, when you are out in bear country, there are several things that you can do to keep yourself safe. If you're going to go hiking in bear country, always remember to let somebody know where you are going and when you plan on being back. Now, if you're hiking with children, always keep them close by and within your eyesight. Make sure also to make some type of noise while you're out hiking, such as talking, singing, clap your hands, just to let the bears in the area know that you're coming through. Because 9 times out of 10, those bears are going to leave the area to avoid you. But always remember to always watch for signs of bears. Watch for any tracks, digging, dropping, scratch marks on trees, or logs torn apart, so that you can avoid the areas with a lot of bear activity. Now remember to never hike at night or alone, and to always stay on the trails. Now, also leave any food and drinks at home because bears have amazing sense of smell and are very attracted to sweet smells. Now, if you follow these basic guidelines, you should always avoid most common encounters. But remember, there is always a chance that you can run into a bear in the woods. Most bear encounters occur when people are not making sufficient amount of noise, or people approach or surprise the bear at close range. You may also accidentally get too close to a carcass or other food source, or come upon a female bear and her cubs. If you do encounter a bear out in the wild, always remember not to panic. Then group together and do not run or make any sudden movement. If you did make a sudden movement, it may instinctively cause the bear to charge. Now remember to give any bears a chance to identify you as a human and not as a threat. So remember to talk firmly while backing away and avoid direct eye contact. Now cautiously retreat to a safe place and always remember to assess the situation and always use your common sense. Now there are also two different types of confrontations with bears as well. There is a predatory confrontation where the bear will continue to approach you, follow you, disappear and reappear, basically behave in a stalking manner. Now if you find yourself in this behavior, it is usually with a black bear. And also if you find yourself in this situation, be prepared to fight back using any means possible if this bear is going to make contact with you. Now, the other type of confrontation is a defensive confrontation, usually found with grizzly bears. The defensive confrontation is usually a sudden encounter with a grizzly bear, protecting its space, its cubs, or its food. Now, the bear may charge you because that it feels threatened that you're in its area. Now, if this occurs, you're supposed to drop to the ground and play dead. You're supposed to lay flat on your stomach and clasp your hands behind your neck and head. And this makes you play dead, and then the bear will leave the area because the bear feels that the threat has disappeared. Now, if you know you're going out in bear country, though, it's always a good idea to carry a can of bear spray. Bear spray is just a bigger version of our pepper spray, and it's been known to ward off a lot of bear attacks. Now, remember to carry this also while you're out camping, hunting, and fishing. There are a few things you can do during these activities to keep yourself safe. Now, while you're camping, always remember to set up your cooking and eating areas, supply areas, at least 100 yards away from your sleeping area. Make sure your sleeping area is always completely free of food odors, and beverages, so not to lure in bears. And before you even set up your camp, check the area for any bear activity and camp in any way away from any thick brush or streams. Now, while you're out hunting in bear country, make sure to also try to stay alert and aware of your surroundings at all times. Be sure to bring the right equipment with you. Bring at least 1 can of bear spray per person, and remember to bring a pulley system and ropes for handling your game meat and food storage. Remember to always carry a cell phone and a handheld radio to always let somebody know where you're going and when you're going to be back as well. And try to make sure you go hunting with a friend so that you're not alone, and always know that your kill can attract the bears in the area. Now, while you're fishing also, follow all the same basic guidelines, and remember that your fish will attract the bears from the area as well. And while you are fishing and hunting, stay aware at all times, and if a bear does approach you and you have a kill or catch, throw it over to him. Your kill or catch is not more important than your life. Well, most people do not know how to tell the difference between a black bear and a brown bear. Black bears are found almost throughout most of North America, while brown bears are found only in northwestern states, Alaska, and western Canada. So where you are can help you determine what kind of bears you may encounter. But if you are in an area where both black bears and brown bears are present, you need to know the difference of how to tell them apart. Now, although their names signify that black bears usually are black and brown bears are brown, that sometimes is not the case. Both black bears and brown bears can range anywhere from blonde, black, brown, and even cinnamon. But a few ways to tell them apart are their size. A black bear is anywhere from 100 to 350 pounds usually, but in some cases it can be over 700 pounds, while brown bear's average weight is 300 to 500 pounds for interior grizzly bears and 800 to 1,200 pounds for coastal grizzly bears. Now also their heights can differ as well, from the black bear usually standing about 6 feet on their hind legs, while the brown bears stand anywhere from 7 feet to 11 feet on their hind legs. Now another way to tell the difference other than their size though are their ears. If you look at Tonk's ears there, they are short, rounded ears, while a black bear is going to have tall, long, prominent ears. Also, another way you can tell them apart is by their tracks. Now, a black bear's paw print is not going to show their claw marks because their claws are less than 2 inches long, while the brown bears, their claws can be around 2 to 4 inches long, and in their tracks, their claw marks are very prominent. But now Dexter's going to talk to you a little bit more about the magic of how bears are trained for the movies.
How's it going, folks? You guys enjoying everything so far? All right. Well, guys, like Megan was saying, I'm going to just give you guys a little insight in the magic of how bears are trained for the movies and how I get to do what I ask them to do when, these different behaviors. Folks, everything I do with Tonk is all done through a mutual respect, a mutual trust. All the training is done through positive reinforcement. When I ask Tonk to do something or any of his behaviors, it's all rewarded with a treat, whether it be a marshmallow, a piece of hot dog, a cheeseburger, ice cream, Coca-Cola, all kinds of stuff. For instance, I asked Tonk to smile, show you all his teeth. Smile, Tonk. Opens all up. You know something's coming right in there. I'm going to do one more behavior here for you guys. Just give you all the look of what you got, what's always portrayed of bears in movies. That standing up, that snarling, mouth wide open. While I do this, I'm not going to be able to talk for just a minute, so I'll pick up the mic right in just 1 minute. Hang on. How about a round of applause for them, folks? That big, mean grizzly bear. You got anything to say, Tom? He says he's going to eat the microphone if I put it back in his face. Well, guys, thanks again for coming out here and seeing us today. If you all have any questions at all, please feel free to ask myself or Megan. Also, we have some brochures on bear safety over there. Please feel free to ask for one and take one. Also, guys, we're offering you guys a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to feed Tonk here through what's known as a bear kebab. Basically, get an extra long kebab stick. You stand right up here behind the railing. He'll come on over and stand up for you guys. It's a good photo opportunity. All the proceeds from the donations go back to the care and well-being and conservation of our animals. Thank you again, guys, and you all have a wonderful evening.